What's going on, actors? Mike Moreno from Actor CEO. Thank you so much for being here. Jumping into some more industry news. It's a little sad, unfortunately, but this comes on the heels of information like CAA, which is basically the largest agency in the world, laying off hundreds of their folks. And here's another example of the industry. Those who, know more about this, have more to risk and more to lose than any of us probably are seeing the writing on the wall and making decisions based on where the industry is going to be, where they believe the industry is going to be 6 months from now and a year from now. So in this case, this comes from the HollywoodReporter.com. Warner Media begins massive round of layoffs. And what's being pointed out here is, Warner is handing out, it looks like the layoffs expect to get let go of 600 staffers with a heavy focus on Warner Brothers, which, I grew up in Los Angeles and, specifically, I grew up in an area just outside of Burbank, which is where Warner Brothers is located. That's sad, man. I mean, that's a lot of people in that area who now no longer have jobs. And this, unfortunately, it says this is the first round of layoffs. So they are expecting to continue laying off people. Now, why is that, right? Well, it goes into some details here, but we've talked about this before. What's happening is that they're looking ahead and saying, listen, at the end of 2020 into 2021, the industry will be contracting. There will be less projects to do. The projects that we do will require less people. There's so much uncertainty. How are we going to release these projects in theaters? What is the profitability, right, that these projects are going to have? What is going to happen, as the economy does this, that, and the other thing, with opening and closing and all sorts of other volatile stuff that happens? Who's going to be coming to the movies? Who's going to be watching this content? What's going to be relevant at what time? It's so much harder to plan these things out. So they decided that instead, to contract their industry or their part of the industry because of what was happening on the larger scale in the industry. And again, this is just something that's not to depress you, but this is just something that you need to be aware of, right? It's very important that you, as a business owner, as a business, you in your acting career, understand what is happening in your industry so that you can effectively plan, so that you're not sitting somewhere going, I'm staying here because I just graduated school and I committed to this, and like I'm moving to LA no matter what, and blah, blah. Well, wait a second. It's not going to be the same as what you thought 3 years ago. It's not going to be the same as it was 2 years ago. It's not going to be the same as it was a year ago, right? The industry will be drastically different in the coming months and year compared to what you had expected. So if you are sticking to that path, you better have a good reason, right? You better be able to sustain yourself. That's what I try to encourage people. Create a sustainable creative life. You need to sustain your business during this volatile time so that you can come out on the other side prepared to take advantage of the opportunities in front of you. That's what Warner's doing. They're in a position, unfortunately, where in order to do that, they have to fire a bunch of people. You are in a position where maybe moving to LA is not the right choice for you right now. Maybe moving to New York City is not the right choice for you right now. Maybe, finding a job that is not in the serving, or bartending world, which obviously has also been devastated, is a better choice for you now so that you can sustain your ability to invest in your career, to be able to be prepared, take classes, whatever it might be, work on projects, create stuff on your own, be prepared for when the industry, when more opportunities open up, right? That's the whole focus. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. I think you see where I'm going here. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. And the way that you do that is with more information, right? More accurate information. And this is more accurate information. This is another sign of the times. This is the sign of what is happening in our industry beyond, casting directors and stuff, the people who employ everybody. These are the decisions that they're making. Same with CAA. The people who see what's going on in the sports market, the music market, the live entertainment market, and of course the acting market. They're like, well, it's all contracting. There's less opportunity out there than there was last year during this time, and we don't believe it's going to be coming back for a significant amount of time. That's something that you need to be prepared for so that you understand what it is that you're stepping into and how you can make appropriate decisions so that you can sustain yourself. Some of the things they're talking about here is Warner had delayed one of their film releases, right? Tenet was supposed to come out over the summer. And now it's being delayed until August 26th, it looks like. August 26th, this is the other thing. August 26th is when it comes out internationally. And then in the US, it's being released only in select cities over Labor Day weekend. So there's concern about people not being able to come to the movie theaters, right? There's concern about movie theaters closing. We've already seen some of that happening. There's concern about the U.S. specifically as a market not being able to sustain the entertainment industry in the way that it had before. Guys, that's significant. That's something to pay attention to, right? You need to understand if you are part of that, and if you're in the U.S., what are you doing to give yourself opportunities when there's a lot of uncertainty with the industry itself? I think there are a lot of opportunities. We talk about it on the Actor CEO all the time. So join us anytime. So there you go. I'm not going to harp on it too much more, but that's really another key indicator as to what's happening in our industry. We have another major player who's like, you know what? Things are not looking so good for the next year. Things are contracting. We're making some different decisions. And I think it's important for you as a business in the entertainment industry to have all that information so that you can make accurate decisions for yourself, right? Sustainability is what it's all about, guys. So I wish you the best. Please be safe and join us next time. I'll see you. Thank you so much for watching. For more great interviews, insight, and more, click the next video and be sure to subscribe.